Generations of us grew up reading Enid Blyton's books, and the adventures of the famous five were always some of the favourites.
Now those action-packed antics of Julian, Dick, Anne, George and Timmy the Dog, of course, have been given a modern twist for a new BBC TV series.
Yeah, our arts correspondent David Solito has been to the set to meet the cast.
What cottage is this?
This is Kirrin Cottage. So this is the door to Kirrin Cottage. This is kind of like... I'm not really sure what this bit is. Hello, I'm Flora Jacoby Richardson. I'm playing Anne, and this is the tour of the Famous Five set. And then, these are the steps.
Flora, as you can see, is giving me a tour of the set of a new TV series, The Famous Five.
Is there a secret passage here? Is it in there?
There's not a secret passage here quite
Oh, come on, there must be a
yet.
secret passage in here somewhere.
I feel like that's just the cupboard. Oh.
I think it's a secret passage.
It's a secret passage that I did not know about.
And I probably need to explain who the Famous Five are, because while these Enid Blyton stories were in the past eagerly consumed by millions of children, these days they're not quite so famous. Have you ever read the books before this?
No.
I'd never heard of the Famous Five before this.
Did you read the books?
Well,
That's a no, isn't it?
I mean, when I got to like the 5th audition, I think, I went into the school library and I got the book out because I thought, why not? I might as well read it to help get in character. And then I got like, I could say halfway through, but probably like 2 chapters in, and I was a bit like, this is a bit boring, so I didn't. Not like the adventures, but the way they kind of wrote it, it was kind of a bit different to adventure books that they make now.
You're Georgina, aren't you?
The name's George.
Isn't that a boy's name?
Nevertheless, more than 50 years on from their heyday, the stories of Anne, Julian, Dick, George and Timmy are being adapted for television.
Children!
Exciting tales of wicked strangers, picnics and endless summers with Uncle Quentin and Aunt Fanny.
She hasn't spoken to anyone her own age since Christmas.
So as you can see, we have lovely Timmy here. We have ginger beer, we have secret passages. For people who've grown up loving the books, nothing has changed. Well, almost nothing.
Anne, for instance, is now...
She's got quite an attitude, like a lot of her lines are like, careful of my luggage.
Okay.
I don't want it to get dropped.
Sure.
Don't put it on the floor.
Lady.
She's very bossy, which is different to in the books. I've heard in the book she's quite like a housewife kind of style, and she like stays home and does everything, like loves tidying, which is very different in this series.
Is she like you?
Yeah, I feel like me and Anne are quite similar. I feel like my mum said that I don't really have to like snap into character when I'm filming.
George?
And Quentin and Fanny have also been updated. Aunt Fanny is now a successful author, and Quentin, the inventor, is a kept man.
Very excited to have you here.
How has Fanny changed?
In loads of ways, really. You know, Fanny is very much more the aunt housewife in the books, whereas now, I'd say she's the breadwinner, wouldn't you?
She is the breadwinner.
She is the breadwinner.
Yeah, Quentin hasn't made a penny for a
He
long
hasn't
time.
made a
He was always a bit
shiny
rubbish, wasn't he? Because he was, you know, he was doing
Well,
experiments and we never really worked out how he made any money.
Yeah.
Always a bit rubbish. Yeah, well, he hasn't earned any money, that's for sure, but he's on the precipice of
He's just a
changing
man
the
in a
world.
shed, isn't he, with dreams?
Man in a shed,
But
but
I think that's the beauty of being a man in the shed with dreams who has a supportive, breadwinning wife.
absolutely.
You can realise your dreams, you know?
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah.
You're being taken for a ride here, aren't you?
Is it a ride? Is it a ride or is it love?
No, I think it's unconditional love we're
It
talking
is.
about here.
It's also worth noting the executive producer is Nicholas Winding Refn, an acclaimed director of crime and horror movies. But worry not, the sets and props are all reassuringly Famous Five. But I did get Flora to reveal one shocking truth.
What's in here? I think it might have ginger beer in it.
You know, yeah, I wish it did. We've not had a lot of ginger beer in this series, which is...
Have you drunk any?
No.
You haven't drunk any ginger beer?
In this series, no. I feel like when this comes out, people are going to be mad because they're like, where's the ginger beer? There's only one line where they mention lashings of ginger beer, but we don't actually drink it. We drink Coke and lemonade, but it's not the same.
They haven't given you any ginger beer?
You sound very shocked.
Is there a secret passage you can show me?
I feel like I've been told not to show the secret passages.
However, although Flora was sworn to secrecy, I did eventually convince her to show me one famous 5 hidden tunnel.
This really is a famous 5 secret passage you're allowing me in here, isn't it?
It is.
But where it goes, no, I was told. That far and no further.
I'll shut you in.
All right, I'm not allowed out the end.
And
I've got to
then
come back
that's
down again because it's a secret.
Now you have to wait for episode 2 to come out.
Flora's telling me. Bossy?
Yes, what's the point of a secret passage if it's not secret? David Sillito, BBC News, Kirrin Cottage.